All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. If you don't know, my name is Patrick Sullivan. I'm the director of bands at Rockbridge. We apologize. We tried to post this video live, but I was getting some issues with connection. So we are going to record it and then post it on YouTube. So when you're watching this, it'll be after 9:30. But you could probably see to my left is Season Higgins. Underneath is Amber Blumberg. Both of those are our directors from Gentry. And then catty corner to me is Mr. Josh Meyers, associate band director at Rockbridge. We're going to try to be brief and go through several band announcements that are coming up, and we'll close with kind of a big announcement. So we're going to jump through this. Our assessments are due this coming Wednesday. This is for wind players only, and this is only to place students into wind symphony or symphonic band. So if students are wanting to be placed in concert band, they don't need to submit an assessment. They just need to be enrolled in band. The other thing is there's no percussion assessment yet. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. And then the other thing is we encourage everybody to submit that assessment to make sure you're placed in the appropriate ability level ensemble. Percussion, we've got updated percussion music. We have put that in Schoology for all of our students to have access to. Your assessment is not due on Wednesday, percussionists. It's actually due in almost a month, May 22nd. We've updated it to only include snare drum and a mallet instrument. So there's no timpani and there's no multi-percussion on there, but it is all of the same exercises and etudes that you saw on the previous one. So no music has changed. We've just removed some music from it. We need to know, percussionists, if you have instrument needs. If there's a mallet instrument that you need, if you need a practice pad or sticks or mallets or something, we need to know about those needs. And once we get the ability to get back to school, we can get some equipment to you. The other thing is that assignment, we're probably going to set up a separate assignment for percussion to do your placement. And have some more details on there, but we don't have that up yet. The last thing before I turn it over to, I guess I have two things, excuse me. We have jazz music for jazz placement. If you want to be placed into jazz ensemble, your assessment music is up on Schoology, and that is due, a video is due May 15th. It's only for students wanting to be placed in jazz ensemble. If you want to be placed in jazz band, you just need to be enrolled in the course. But again, we encourage everyone that wants to be a part to send that assessment in to make sure you are placed in the appropriate ability level ensemble. I guess the other thing is there could be some equipment needs in jazz. Please get that information to us so we know ahead of time if there are issues with any equipment. The last thing I'll do before I kind of open it up for anybody to add some things is we have published Emerald Regiment leadership selection process. So if you want to be a leader, if you want to be a field commander or a drum major in this coming fall's Emerald Regiment, we have that process up on Schoology. So that is for current Rockbridge students wanting to apply for a leadership position. All that information is on Schoology, and our first round of essays is due May 1st, and then that following week are going to be some video interviews with the band directors. So I'll open it up. That was a lot of information. I'll open it up and let anybody that was any of the other directors to talk about anything that I might have missed through any of that.
Okay, I have a few other points to make this morning. Some of you have been asking about lettering and awards. On Schoology, we put up a link to the application form for lettering. So fill that out. It is due by May 1st. As far as other awards, we're still planning on giving out awards. We're still working on the logistics of having of getting those awards out to people and announcing those. As far as the banquet, we are still waiting on upper administration to give us some guidance, especially on graduation and prom, and we'll kind of make some determinations after those are announced. A few other things, capers. Try to get those acts together virtually if you can. Still looking, we've gotten some submissions, but still looking to get those from others who are willing to or wanting to participate in capers. The last thing I have on mine is Emerald Regiment Color Guard and Percussion. Color Guard interest form is on Schoology. There's a link to a form if you're interested in being a part of the Color Guard for next fall's show. Please fill out that form. One other kind of just the way an issue that we're having because of the way that we're communicating through Schoology is that we don't have access to those students who are not enrolled in a band class right now who are interested in Color Guard. So I encourage all of you to take that link and share it with the people friends that you have that might not be enrolled in band, but are interested in being a part of the Color Guard. Share that link so that we can get their information, and Ms. Wallace and others can contact them and get them involved with Color Guard over the summer. Emerald Regiment Percussion, we've had some communication on how the audition process for that is going to go. Coming out soon will be some information on auditions and virtual clinics and things like that for Emerald Regiment Percussion. Mr. Sullivan, is there anything I missed on the Color Guard or percussion side for Emerald Regiment for next year?
We're still working on that process, and things are going to be rolling out soon. But we have the ball rolling on that. So thank you for your patience, Color Guard and Percussion. And then just to reiterate, if you know of great candidates for Color Guard that are obviously they're not enrolled in a Schoology class right now with us, it's hard for us to find those people. So we need kind of a grassroots movement of trying to find good candidates for Color Guard to be a part of our Emerald Regiment Color Guard this coming fall. The next big thing we want to do is we want to thank Mr. Meyers for his work the past few years at Rockbridge. He's been an outstanding band director. He's been just a great mentor for our students. A great outlet of a fantastic musician for our students, and we are wishing Mr. Meyers a very interesting final year at Rockbridge, but we're very thankful for all the work he's done at Rockbridge. And what a better way to welcome him into a different role in our Rockbridge family than for him to be the new band director at John Warner Middle School. This is a big thing for us, and this is a big thing for our Rockbridge band students. John Warner Middle School will be our new feeding middle school, and those students will all come to Rockbridge. And Mr. Meyers is going to be their band director, so it's really an outstanding thing to keep him in our Rockbridge family. And to allow him still to make some monster musicians out of our upcoming Rockbridge students. So thank you, Mr. Meyers. Thank you for everything that you've done.
Well, and thank you, Mr. Sullivan and Ms. Higgins and Mrs. Bloomberg. It's been a great 3 years working at Rockbridge. All the students, all the parents, the staff has been amazing to work with. The students kind of opened my eyes not only to, how great musicians can be at the high school level, but also how great people they can be and grow up to be. I will miss definitely the hangouts in the hall. And the silly laughs when I make a funny face when I hear something silly in the hall. I'll miss the people coming to visit my office to talk and ask questions or play the cool new thing that they are working on, or just stop by. Just stopping by. It's a really cool experience. I do appreciate my experience at Rockbridge, and I look forward to working at John Warner to guide students to be a part of the amazing program at Rockbridge. I look forward to seeing how far all my Rockbridge kids will go in the future, and I will miss you for sure, but I'll be around, so stay in touch. I'll turn it over to Mr. Sullivan for one more announcement.
We had the opportunity to interview for Mr. Meyers' position, and we were happy to have awesome candidates. And then we're very happy to announce our new associate band director for Rockbridge for next year. He's no stranger to Columbia and no stranger to Missouri, but he originally comes from Oklahoma. He's an outstanding percussionist, was a graduate assistant at the University of Missouri, where he got his master's as a percussionist and ran the Mizzou drumline. He actually taught his first teaching gig at Gentry Middle School, and taught at Gentry Middle School for several years, as well as taught at Rockbridge High School. He left for just a little bit and went down to Arkansas to help open up a new school, Bentonville West, and was the associate band director down there. And we are happy to welcome him back to Columbia, Mr. Eric Spaeth. And we're going to try to get him in this meeting so we can welcome him to our band family. Welcome, Mr. Eric Spaeth, everybody.
Hey, thanks. Good to see you all.
So what you probably didn't hear, Mr. Spaeth, was I just gave kind of a welcome and a little bit of a background, and we kind of want to turn it over to you to say hello to everybody.
Well, hello to everybody. Like Mr. Sullivan probably just said, I am excited to be back in Columbia. Columbia has always been my wife and I's hometown. We consider it home, even though we're both from Oklahoma. Columbia is really where our family started, and our marriage started there. So we're really excited to be moving back to Columbia. We've spent our time down here in Bentonville, Arkansas, and we're excited to be moving back home. And thank you to Mr. Meyers for all the work that you've done at Rockbridge. And I look forward to coming up there and supporting you guys and being there to help Mr. Sullivan and being back with kids. I was doing math in my head yesterday, and I think anybody that I had when I was at Gentry Middle School should now be either a junior or a senior if I had them in 6th or 7th grade. So I'm excited to come back and see kids that I started 4 or 5 years ago. So that's really fun, and I'm excited to do that. So.
Well, welcome to the team, Eric. And I know from all of us, we're very excited to collaborate and teach alongside you. So welcome back to Columbia, and welcome back to our Rockbridge family.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it, guys.
All right, that calls our meeting to a close. If you have questions or comments or anything, please feel free to shoot me an email. Connect with one of your band directors, and let us know how things are going. If you're having issues with any of the upcoming placement things, please let us know, because we're here to help you. Okay. Have a great rest of your Monday, everybody. Stay safe.